Greetings and salutations, this is Jason Silverain, and today I'll be introducing you to Short and Stout, a Alliance of Goodness mixed team, mostly focused around the Dwarves and Treemen. Now, this team began as simply a way of having some Dwarves with some big guys. I really like the Treemen, they're reliable, apart from the somewhat slow movement, but I really just wanted a scrummage line that could not be moved, and Dwarves play very well in that regard. The team consists of a Bretonnian Knight, Sir Duncan Dwarf friend. The Bretonians start off with quite a few nice things, with block, dauntless that lets them use the strength of someone potentially stronger than them, and tackle, which allows them to get some of the more annoying little gits who have dodge. They can't use that. As you can see, he's done quite well in his upgrades, having earned catch and dodge in his career. Backing up is his squire, Percival, who is essentially become the quarterback of the team. With his safe throw, strong arm, sure hands, pass, dodge, he's not a bad linesman. He's worked as a linesman as well, but he's mostly a human thrower from the human teams. But the real stars of the show are the Dwarves, the free linesmen, with their rather powerful friends, the Treemen. I usually keep the front lines from collapsing entirely, and you'll see how they've developed over their series of games. But we've not just got the Dwarves. Well, the Dwarfs Troll Slayers do like to hang out on the edges of the field, punting their opponents into the crowd. We also have a pair of Halflings. These guys have been around since the beginning, mostly because a lot of these players are quite expensive to begin with, and the Halflings were there to sort of ensure that we had enough money for some team rerolls, some cheerleaders and a few coach assistants, and Apothecary, of course. You don't want to be going into Blood Bowl without a medic. But yes, these guys have had a surprisingly good career and have developed very well. We have the Cottar the Stout, a very tough little bugger, with the right stuff that allows him to be thrown. He's stunty, which allows him to allows him to ignore enemy tackle zones, though it does have its drawbacks of not being very good at, well, dodging, and quite likely getting punched in. But he does have dodge, he has block as well. So he's actually difficult to get rid of unless someone really clouts him. And our other little halfling here, Spinacher. He has become quite a decent catcher, often working with our quarterback here to get some very nice touchdowns. Late comer to the team is Jazzar the Charger. He's not really had much time to improve, but when we've got to go against nastier teams, he has been very reliable, and it's always nice to have at least one spare team member. It does mean that the Halflings can be now swapped out, and if I want to do a bit of dirty tactics, well, it's now an option. I'm not always going to be a man down. That is Short and Stout, and I hope you'll join me in reviewing some of their career. I believe I've got most of their games. Some of their earlier games might be missing from my files, but we'll have to see.